Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the last video on the Hana trip around the east side of Maui, and right now we're heading outside of Hana and going out towards Kaupo. We'll pass the 7 sacred pools along the way, which is very famous, and this part will show you the drier side of Maui. It's an area where at one part the last lava flow happened, so it's mostly black lava rock down to the ocean. But right here is just a rural area heading out towards Kipahulu, where the 7 pools are. You can see how skinny the road is. You have to be really careful driving on this area. It's pretty much a one car at a time on the road. Someone always has to pull over. And this is a section that if you come and rent a car and you want to visit this area, they don't want you driving back here because the road is really bad. And if your rental car should break down, you're responsible for all of the repairs and everything. So I wouldn't advise it. I'd say take a tour bus. They have these little tour buses. You'll see them the further on we go. And that's a little more safe than driving your rent-a-car. This is a pretty area. The video is silent because of the radio in the car. This is not my car. If it was, I probably would have done the talking without having the radio on. But it is my friend's vehicle, so I muted the sound from it. I couldn't have her in her car driving me around the island, not listen to any music. So that's why it's silent video. Until I learned how to do this voiceover today, which I'm so excited. Yay! Finally. So we're coming up to some residential areas, large property owners, because this is a farmland, ranch land, cows, horses, goats, pigs, all out on this section. I filmed the side of the road so you can get an idea of what I'm looking at in the car. There are many videos out there that will show you the actual roadway towards Hana. But I thought it'd be a little different. I hope I don't make you too dizzy. But this is exactly what I'm seeing as we go along. Bright sun glare. It is about 3:30, I think, in the afternoon on this side, and we've got a few more hours of travel until we get home. It's a beautiful day. Be aware this is a rainy spot of Maui, so even though it looks beautiful sunny, it can rain at any minute. Big giant mango trees. And then more of the road. It's like a tunnel of trees. Very pretty. Now, there's not much to do when you head out towards Hana, so you're aware. It's a lot of waterfalls. There's beautiful hiking, lots of jungle and plants. So if you're more into continuously doing things while you're on Maui, I wouldn't suggest taking a day just to go to Hana. Here we're asking someone on the side of the road where Lindbergh's grave is, and apparently we already passed it, and because of the time difference. We're not turning back to go to it. They say it's at a little church along the way. I don't know if that's the actual gravesite or if allegedly he's buried somewhere else for privacy and they use that as a site where anyone can go and see the gravesite. I think they'd probably like a little bit more privacy for his site. So be aware of that also when you travel to this part of the island. Here we're just, excuse me, we're just letting cars pass us here. There's no reason why we stop there. It's just that the road is very narrow. Sometimes it's better to find a spot to pull over if you have a lot of traffic behind you and you do want to go a little slower on the Hana Road. Um, just pull over when you can and let the traffic go by. It's a form of courtesy here on Maui. Oh, here we are at the back part already. And you can see it starts to get drier, very close to the ocean. There's parts where the safety railing actually disappears along the roadside. It gets a little spooky. So you can see the tour van up ahead I was telling you about. Oh, they go through this back road so fast. If you do drive a car, be very careful in your driving. Pay attention to what's ahead of you because in an instant these vans can show up around a turn and they go pretty fast because they're on a time limit. So this is the back part, very close to the ocean. Sorry about that sun glare there. But you're going to start seeing where the railway, not the railway, but the safety rail starts to disappear. That's from all the storms, the ocean water coming up onto it, knocking it down. Because it's more of a desolate area, the road work is not done all the time. You can see how close we are to the ocean here. There's parts of this road here where only one car can pass at a time. So somebody always has to reverse. And it's usually the guy coming down the hill that has to reverse back up. Or depending on the size of the truck that's asking you to reverse, I would do that. I just reverse. Some of the trucks you meet are very large back here. They need that for traveling back and forth. See, that car had to reverse and pull over. We stop here because more traffic is pulling over and we have to wait till they can get a safe spot for their car, and that's why we're stopped here. Now when I pan up the cliffside with the camera, it'll show you some, I wouldn't say chicken wire, but it's a wire that they put up onto the cliffside because the rocks keep falling down, and it helps to stop the rocks from falling on your car as you drive by or blocking the road. And you're going to see that right here. You can see that fencing that they put up all along that cliffside there. There is electricity out here. And they run it right there alongside the ocean. Oh gosh. Funny. There, that's the car had to pull over, let us through. There's the railing, it's gone. hasn't been replaced. You can see it's just a little wooden railing. It's not going to hold you back if you go over. So you can see this part of the road is not paved. It's very bumpy. Hard to hold the camera steady. One lane bridges. Sometimes I film the inside of the car because the people pulling over to the side of the road are way too close to our vehicle, so I don't want to film them. Hawaiian flag in the middle of nowhere. Tour bus. This part of the island is very windy most of the time. So already the vegetation is starting to change. More scrub brush. And this is the back part heading towards the Kaupo Gap, where if you should hike into Haleakala Crater, it will bring one of the trails will bring you out to this side of the island, and you'll come out the Kaupo Gap, which is that indent right there at the top of the mountain. You can see more drier land area. A lot of goats back here, wild goats, pigs, wild pigs. The stone wall is very ancient stone wall. Those were all around the island for marking territories. That's the Kaupo store, very famous Kaupo store. Not open all the time, but it used to have the best hamburgers. A lot of ranch land out here. There you can start to see the Kaupo Gap a lot better now between the two peaks of that mountain up ahead. And that is what the road back will look like all the way. There is a section that is paved, but it's way far up ahead. You can see how the land starts to get drier. More horse corrals, cattle. That's very dry. That's getting really close to the paved road and the last lava flow. You can see the old stone walls, the gulches coming down the crater. That's the Kaupo Gap where you would come out from the crater. And then continuing on, you can see the rest of Maui up ahead as we head back. Thanks for watching.